Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your general read for the month of May 2024. As always, not everything in this read is going to resonate specifically just for you, so you only take the messages that are yours and leave what isn't yours for someone else, okay? Right, so what's going on for our Capricorn collective for the month of May? Oh, okay. It's funny the way that one came out then, Capricorn. It was a little bit undecided. So throughout the month of May, I mean, you could be struggling to make a really important decision here, okay? Maybe even second guessing yourself a wee bit. So the snake and transformation. You will be shedding an old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Changes in the wind, and you're at the center of it all as the catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. Okay, so an intense transformation. Yeah, I do feel that you're going to be debating on whether or not you should start something really quite big and significant throughout the month of May. And at the moment, you could be sort of teetering on the edge. Okay, do I initiate this thing or do I just leave it? It does feel a bit risky, but this is saying, look, the risk that you take, it absolutely is going to be worth the reward that you get at the end of it, okay? Shedding off that old skin, starting a brand new life or a brand new lifestyle, making huge changes. This is bigger than just changing up the decor in your living room. This is changing up everything that you currently know. Very intense changes here. Okay, right, let's find out more. What's going on for Capricorn throughout the month of May 2024, please? You could be trying to fight against these particular changes as well, due to some kind of uncertainty. Okay, right, so you've got the wolf, loyalty, bonding and conformity with the clover. Now that one came out off balance, so it's like you are about to make a really good decision here, Capricorn, but with that coming out kind of off balance, it's like that there's a lack of self-belief that's going on here, okay? It says good luck, harmony and spontaneity. It could be that spontaneity that you're having an issue with. Maybe grappling with the feeling that, oh, if I do this, that and the next, that could be really irresponsible on my part. That's a risk too far type thing. Spirit's saying, look, try not to worry too much about it, okay? Because you don't tend to act on a whim anyway, not as a general rule. Normally you are incredibly smart and you think everything through carefully before you do anything. So again, this goes back to that self-belief, okay? And then you've got the cup, replenishment, respite and healing with the lantern, guidance, shelter and warmth. Okay, being led by your heart, being led by your feelings, and that is going to make you feel quite uncomfortable. Because again, it's taking you out of character a wee bit, because again, as a general rule of thumb, you tend to not allow your emotions dictate your decision making. That is not a Capricorn thing at all, and again, that's why a lot of people tend to misunderstand Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns are very logical thinking. They tend to not allow their emotions to be the deciding factors for them on things. With this month though, Capricorn, that's the major thing that you're changing up. It's like you are being led by your heart, you are being led by your feelings, and you're being told here by Spirit that that's actually a really good thing, okay? It's a really good thing. So no longer are you going to be ignoring how you feel about something, brackets, or someone, end brackets, okay? Because again, with this being a general read, it's no specific avenue that we're looking at, okay? We're looking at the broader picture, okay? So it's not necessarily all romance, or it's not necessarily all work, okay? It's going to be a combination of lots of different things. So apply the energy where you feel that it's applicable, okay? So back to the point, you are using how you feel about something or someone as your deciding factor, and that's taking you out of character a wee bit, and that's why you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable with making that big life-changing decision, because it's unlike you to make a decision on feelings. Now with this wolf, I'm feeling with this one that it is about loyalty. And it is about bonding, okay, more than the conformity. So you're not conforming to someone else's wishes, okay? We're not looking at that. I don't feel that that's a thing. I am feeling with this one that this is actually describing to me that you're feeling a strong bond or a strong pull towards something or someone in particular, and you're being loyal to that thing or that person, and also you're being loyal to how you feel towards that thing or that person, okay? So it's like you know exactly what or who it is that you want, and you're leading with that. Okay, right, let's find out more, and as always I will show you this. It is the full deck, okay, just to stop anyone from accusing me of rigging the reads. Okay, I do not rig the reads. That is a bullshit thing to do by anyone's standards. It is a full deck. It's just, come on, if you've ever tried to shuffle that entire deck, it can be done, but it's really, really difficult. Right, so let's have a look at this energy that's going on. Okay, the flowers, happiness. Worth mentioning as well, you can see all of these cards have come out on their side, okay? And I always do pay particular attention to the orientation of cards, okay? Really, really important, because it tells you a lot about the subconscious energy that's at play. Now, all these are off center. Happiness, the claw, be careful, do not take risks. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the month of May literally requires you to take risks, Capricorn. Literally, that is going to be a requirement. And you're sitting there going, my logical brain is telling me don't take risks. My logical brain is telling me that my feelings are bullshit. And Spirit's telling you here, Capricorn, your heart is not wrong. Okay? Your heart is not wrong. The bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. And then the throne, a position of authority. Yes, taking your rightful place here in something. Okay, so I think a good place to start is going to be that wolf. We'll find out more about that energy, and we're going to take this one by one, step by step, until we can get the specifics of what's going on with this, okay? Can you clarify the wolf for Capricorn, please? I'm getting lone wolf. Yes, feeling like others are not understanding of you. The lone wolf, literally. 3 of coins in the reverse position. That's one of your cards. 3 of coins in reverse, not great, okay? That indicates that at the moment you could well be recognizing that the environment that you're in is not conducive to the point that you're trying to get to, okay? So it's not conducive to your future. Something about loneliness also is coming through. So a small handful of our Capricorns here are struggling with loneliness, feeling like they're not understood, they're not heard, they're not seen. You know, really in this place of having to solely rely on and depend upon yourself, okay? Isolation is the Three of Coins in reverse. It's other people around you basically not on the same page, okay? When it's in the upright position, it's project building, it's teamwork, it's collaboration, it's working well with others. In the reverse, it's like, Capricorn, you feel so different from other people around you. Almost, it's not that you're dehumanizing other people, okay? It's not that, because that's a dangerous way of thinking. It's more to do with how you feel just completely disconnected from maybe the rest of society, but certainly from a certain group. A certain group that you spend the majority of your time with, okay? That could be work colleagues, it could be a social circle, it could even be your own family. Somebody with that snake has had some kind of Kundalini awakening, and they always say to be really careful when that's happening to you, because you can feel like just completely different from others around you, almost like a different species. Do you know what I mean? It's difficult for me to put things into words at the best of times, but then to try and describe an energy to people and to describe it as best I can is really difficult for me. Yeah, social anxiety is a bitch. It's like when you go through this Kundalini awakening, you don't feel like you're part of the human race anymore. It's a really bizarre feeling, and it's not arrogance. It's not that you see yourself over and above everyone else. You just see yourself as being different, you know? Yes, you're on the same level. You recognize that you're all on the same level, but you just feel different from everyone else. And it's not you looking down your face at others. It's not that at all. It is just a really bizarre sensation that only those who have experienced a Kundalini awakening will actually understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, even though I'm not able to articulate it clearly. Well, I don't feel I can anyway. But yeah, that's why your happiness levels are off balance as well. It's like, why do I feel so disconnected from other people? Like, what the fuck has happened to me? What's going on? You know? And so, like this lone wolf, you could be metaphorically wandering around looking for your pack, you know? Not wanting to be this lone wolf anymore, and just feeling like you just want to find your people. You want to find those who have been through similar, you know, just those who are on the same page. That's how this energy feels to me anyway. That got a bit deep there, I do apologize, but you know, it is what it is, okay? I cannot pick and choose what messages come out of the tarot. And I wouldn't do that anyway, okay? It would just be pointless sitting here doing this if I was to do that. Right, can you clarify the clover leaf? Clarify the clover, thank you. That's very lethargic, so you're feeling very tired here, Capricorn. Your sleep patterns have probably been disrupted, or they will be getting disrupted because of all of this excess energetic input that you're now finding yourself having to deal with. Okay, again, perfectly normal, given the scenario that we've seen come out in your read. Okay, the moon, yeah, there you go. See, that's why it's important to feel out the energy that before, you know, it's the moon. It clarifies for everything I just said right there. It's subconscious energies. Subconscious, it's fears. It can be disillusionment or illusions, you know, being afraid. And yes, it is a scary time if you are going through that Kundalini awakening, that's a scary time, because you find yourself thinking all of these weird things and you're like, shit. You know, some that are not grounded, balanced and stable can run the risk of becoming quite extremist in their way of thinking after a Kundalini awakening. I'm not seeing that happening to you here, Capricorn, but it's certainly a thought that has crossed your mind with this energy. Okay. Again, I'm not seeing that you have divulged in any of this what's been going on for you. You've not been speaking about it. You've been holding it all in. Or again, that this could be like a predictive reading. So like you'll feel uncomfortable sharing your experiences with those who are currently around you out of fear of, well, they're not going to understand, that's going to be really risky, that they're going to look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm a loon, this, that and the next. Well, Capricorn Spirit's telling you here, look, there are people out there who completely understand your experiences. You are going to have to validate your own experiences first and foremost, and then when you do find your people, of which they are out there, they can then help you to validate your experiences too. Okay, but definitely with this kind of energy, it's like, look, if there is a group of people around you right now, it doesn't matter if you're related to them or not, if you've known them since you were like 2 years old or whatever, if you feel that you cannot trust a specific group of people, then absolutely that is your subconscious mind, your higher self telling you you don't trust them for a good reason. So maybe you shouldn't trust them, okay? Maybe trusting them would be too risky. But there is absolutely a reason why your subconscious is telling you that specific group of people that I have known all of my life, I cannot trust them with this. There is a good reason why you're being told that, okay? Can you clarify this? We'll have a look at this bag. What's going on with this pay rise? Thank you. That's reversed. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So you've been denied. Up until this point, again, that's why it's off balance. Up until this point, you have been denied some kind of recognition for your hard work. Now, again, you can look at that on a professional level or a social level or an internal level, okay? Again, these are just the pieces of the puzzle. However they click together, that's completely up to you, okay? But you've been denied some kind of recognition. You could have been denying, self-recognition, or you could have been working for like a soulless company and them not recognizing what you bring to the table, what you bring to the company, okay? So again, making boss moves this month, Capricorn, definitely. And I feel that it's going to thread through every single aspect of your existence. Every single one. The social, the internal, the professional. Okay? It's kind of like tendrils almost. The tendrils of this change is going to touch every single element of your life. Right? I mean, your Wheel of Fortune in reverse literally says misfortune, failure, chaos, bad luck, broken sequence, something being out of tune, something being out of beat, something not quite feeling right, okay, or returning over and over and over again to the same old situations, the same old lessons, the same old repeating cycles, okay. Now, with this coming through, I am seeing that when you initiate these changes, you are going to start receiving the recognition that you have been missing out on. This is a classic case of how you have been trying to grow in an environment that has not been conducive to your growth. That's exactly how I'm reading this energy, okay? Clarify the throne. Okay, we will take that one. Can we have another one? Thank you. Okay, right. So the throne, your position of authority, your rightful place. The Seven of Wands, feeling like you constantly have to defend yourself, feeling exhausted as well. Six of Coins, off balance. Yeah, a one-sided or many one-sided relationships or one-sided situations. Someone taking from you, someone taking too much from you, not leaving you with enough to sustain yourself. You know, if that's going on within a romantic situation, it's basically them expecting you to do all of the providing, them doing all the taking. Of course, that can be going on within a professional level as well, you know, over dominating CEOs, bosses, managers, or, you know, just someone who wants to take from you constantly and leaving you feeling exhausted, drained. There you go. Three of Swords. Yep. Grief, pain, suffering. This is a bitter truth here. And the bitter truth is, Capricorn, there's a light that is being shone on a situation where another individual, or could be multiple individuals, have been taking advantage of you. There is a light that's being shone on that fact throughout the month of May. And you're going to have to tackle that head on. You're going to have to stand up and say, look, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I can't afford for you to take from me constantly. Whether it be your emotions, your time, your finances, a combination of everything that I've already mentioned as well, it could be. You're going to be taking a stand. You're going to be taking a stand throughout the month of May and telling certain people, look, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I can't do this anymore. This is not why I'm here. And then, of course, moving on and taking your rightful position in a different environment, one that is more conducive to your future. Yeah, the Hermit. Deep introspection, deep soul searching, and of course, the Hermit goes with the Lantern, right? Here's another thing for the Hermit's Lantern. There's a star in the lantern. The Hermit doesn't have a light in his lantern, it's a star. Your true purpose. Some Capricorns here are searching for their true purpose, and I feel strongly that the month of May is going to be a very catalytic month where you realize, do you know what, I'm sick of the same old bullshit. I'm going to start making these changes now, and I'm going to start living my true life purpose, whatever that might be, okay? And it's going to be different for all of you. Right? Everyone's got a different life purpose. It could just be to exist right here, right now, in this very moment, and to enjoy life. Okay? It doesn't need to be anything grand. And to be honest with you, you don't get any grander than enjoying life. Life should actually be enjoyed. And I feel that the month of May is going to be quite disruptive for you, Capricorn. But what you get at the end of it, it needs to be disrupted in order for you to start rebuilding, and to start rebuilding it in your image. Okay, it needs to be disrupted. And I feel that the month of May is going to be that disruption to your routine, to your opinions on things, specifically the opinion that you have of yourself, you know, giving yourself a lot more credit. And then come the month of June, you're going to have a much clearer picture in your mind's eye about how to start rebuilding and what you want to start actually doing. Okay. So don't be afraid of it. Go with it. Go with the flow. Definitely go with the flow. Because one thing's for certain, Capricorn, shit cannot continue like that. That is no way to live. That is unhealthy. Okay. So it's a good thing that the month of May is going to be really highlighting quite a lot of things for you. Because if it wasn't highlighted, then how could you change it? Do you know what I mean? That would just be living in ignorance. So there we go. I do feel that it's going to be quite an intense month for you guys, but you can get through it. Okay, watching clouds. Lie back, rest and relax. So that's observe. It's observing energy. It's also not allowing your feelings to get to the boiling point where it triggers an anger response from you. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is valiant courage. Take action with passion. Yeah, so rest and recuperate. Gather up your energy first before you can take action. You cannot take action when you're exhausted. Now, I think that vaguely reminds me of a Sun Tzu quote. Vaguely. I can't remember the exact quote, but the meaning of it was, look, when you've got soldiers, they soldiers need to be well fed and well rested before they can go out on the battlefield. If you send your soldiers out on the battlefield when they're knackered, they're starving, hungry, that they're at their weakest, they're at their lowest point, they're not going to fight well. They're just going to get wiped out. Okay. The model is you cannot take any action right now, Capricorn, because you're too exhausted. All right. Spirit's wanting for you to rest up, get your strength together. Okay. Be well fed, be well rested. And then when you're feeling stronger, that's when you can take action. Can I have a healing message for our Capricorn collective, please? I'm just going to shuffle this deck 3 times. Some of these decks, they're absolutely lovely decks, but some of them I find the card stock is super, super thick. And with the way that my hands are, I've got really dodgy joints. It's really hard for me to shuffle the thick stock decks. So, yeah, any awkward shuffling, I can only apologize, okay? I can shuffle decks quite effectively. It's just ones with the super, super thick stock is quite hard. Right, Moon Goddess. Moon Goddess. That's page 64. Okay, higher power. Yeah. Okay, so your healing message, Capricorn. And look how it's the same colour theme as your... What is it, Barbary card? Yeah, the same colour theme. It's beautiful. The situation that you're asking about may feel impossible, but you're magical and have celestial support. Yeah. The goddess is on your side. Whatever you're facing, she's bringing you healing, grace, and blessings. You're facing a soul challenge right now. I told you, I cannot make this shit up. It is impossible for me to make this up. You're facing a soul challenge right now. I swear to God, that's a Kundalini. It's something to do with your Kundalini. You need to move through it to know how strong you are. Yeah, you're facing trials of strength. Mere mortals often give up when they face tough challenges. But if you're reading this, or listening to this, you're not a mere mortal. I told you. You're different. You feel different because you are different. It's not you thinking you're over and above everyone else. No, because you recognize everyone's still on the same level, but you recognize that you're different. It's what I was trying to describe to you about that Kundalini energy. You know that you're connected to a higher power, including all of the goddesses who are there for you. Tap into that power. The goddess is wise and wants to guide you. Connect by getting out in nature, under the moon, or through chanting or meditation, whatever feels right to you. Which goddess should you reach out to? Well, that's entirely up to you. If you don't already have a favorite goddess, then search online and see who you feel most drawn to. Normally, your guides will change according to the situation that you currently find yourself in. It's like spirit animal guides. They never remain the same either. They constantly change according to what you're needing at that point in time, okay? And also, usually, they come in through, like, your subconscious state, through your dreams, basically, okay? Whatever you're going through now, you don't need to handle it on your own. The goddess awaits you. Additional meanings for this card: connect to the divine, spend a month with the moon, ask for help, don't go it alone, and call in the goddess. It is so easy for us to act from our ego and think that we can solve all of our issues. However, there are higher powers just waiting for us to ask for help. They can even help you via these very oracle cards, so pay attention. Yeah. They can help you through divination. Interesting energies, Capricorn. Right, so to conclude your reads, I do like to use naughty decks at the end of every read because laughter is a very high vibration, okay? If anyone is allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you don't have to listen. Guidance for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Okay, in order to love who you are, then you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Anything truly cool about you is created from the life that you've lived. So remember that when you start to wind down the same spiral. No time is wasted. No love is wasted. No tears are wasted. No breath is wasted. You being you is important. And every single thing that made you is of value. So tell shame to suck it. Yep. A very powerful message to leave that read on. And it's funny that I had to give that reading, the warning about this deck as well. That was one of the... I don't think there was any swearing in that one, was there? Or sarcasm. No, there was none of the above on that one. Anyway, that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I just genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to somebody. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to go check out all of your other signs and the daily readings as well that I do. And yeah, thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.